Good afternoon, race fans. Welcome to race number 4, I believe. Let me double check that without y'all telling me nice derp, Danny, when I'm recording this at midnight. Yep, it is race number 4 of the second season of the Black Mesa Truck Series, as we're getting set to go racing here at Phoenix International Raceway for 63 laps of racing. Ellie Rose starts on the pole position after qualifying earlier this morning. Ellie Rose comes into this race in the 31st position in the points, so she's looking for her first win of the year. Same with Nathan Orman in the number 11, 34th in the points. Dave James in row number 2. He comes into this race 17th in points, dropped 5 spots. Mohammed Zain, the 44, which I'll actually talk about him in just a second. Mohammed Zain comes into this race, jumped up 17 spots to 4th in the standings, and last week's winner, Christian Williams, completes the top 5. Cody Smart has been placed on probation for a little incident that happened in a server I'm in. I'm not going to go into details as far as why he's been placed on probation, but I know he's been placed on probation as far as that's concerned. As you look at the rest of the starting grid, I'll go ahead and make this quick announcement before we go over the points in these cars and all that. I am sorry to announce to everybody that the Oreo Cup Series will not have a 2026 season. However, we might ask all of you guys over here to possibly take part in the second season of the Craftsman Truck Series. Details on that will be in the Discord. The link is down in the description below. Now that we got that little announcement out of the way, let's get these cars moving, or trucks moving off on pit road. Let's go over your top 10 of the points, as always, presented by Golden Corral. Christian Williams, who starts 5th, he is the points leader. He's also the rookie points leader by 4 points over Cody Smart. Bora Park is 14 back in 3rd. Senor Sean, who will be in the Winston Cup Series in Season 2, he is 4th in the standings, 21 back. 24 back is Dylan Ebrahimian, who is 5th. Molly Laurel is 6th, gained 17 spots. She's tied with Futaba Sakura, who is 7th. Maria Steiner 8th, Sophia Woodward 9th, and Carlos Rodriguez is 10th. Carlos Rodriguez is going to be back in the 46 next season for the Craftsman Truck Series. Currently, he's one of those drivers in a must-win situation. Same with Courtney Lynn. And here we are. Green flag is in the air. We're racing here at Phoenix. And before any of you say I'm going to be derping in this race, just a reminder, this is being recorded just after the clock struck midnight. So I'm just giving you guys an FYI. Plus, if you're wondering about why I recorded qualifying at 3 in the morning, you can blame my sleep schedule. So if I derp there, that's a legitimate excuse. Ellie Rose leads the first lap. Nathan Orman, I do want to go ahead and mention, he will be replacing Zachary Taylor in the Winston Cup Series next season. Nathan Orman will be driving for Hendrick Motorsports in the number 5 Kellogg's CarQuest Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports, which we will be using the 2005 cars for the Winston Cup Series for Season 2, as Ormy will lead that lap. The good news for Nathan Orman, he's locked into the Winston Cup Series season opener because of the 5's owner points. If the 5 it stays in the top 35, then Ormy will be locked in. There's Dave James in the 81. Mohammed Zain, he will be in the Craftsman Truck Series for Season 2. There's Christian Williams. He's going to be another driver. We'll have a ride for him in the Craftsman Truck Series. Cody Smart is will be in Winston Cup, as he'll be back with Penske Racing in the number 12 next season. Of course, we're going to be running the new Dodge Chargers in the Winston Cup Series for season number 2. Nathan Orman, the former Munster Energy champ from 2021, currently the race leader. His teammate Ellie Rose under attack by Dave James. Mohammed Zain is fourth. There's Cody Smart, as I talked about, driving the number 12 in the Winston Cup. Christian Williams, don't know what ride he'll be in, but I'll give him a ride before I release the official signups. Evelyn Gray, Matt Boyle, Dylan James, Quentin Moore completes the top 10. Quentin is going to be, I want to say he's going to be in the Busch Series, if not the Craftsman Truck Series. He'll actually be in the Craftsman Truck Series driving the Morgan Shepherd machine. H Gunnerson, Brian James, Santi Messi. There's Shane Lake. There's Michael Brown. Of course, he's going to be in a must-win situation entering this weekend's races at Texas. And, there goes Oskin. Oskin just got turned around by somebody, and the caution is no doubtly out. Oh, the 76 of Dylan Ebrahimian got a truck upside down. That's Callie Berg. I believe Jacob Foster's got some damage to the front end on his machine. Jessie R is involved. The one thing she did not need. And the caution is out for the first time here this afternoon at Phoenix. Of course, Ormy's not in the current Winston Cup Series season this season. He will be next season. As the caution is out for the first time today here at Phoenix International Raceway, let's jump back, look at a replay to find out what happened in the early stages in the duel in the desert. Well, you basically saw what happened here. That's Carlos Rodriguez. Michael Brown's up high. Looks like Oskin was trying to stay off the 88. Looks like Oskin got loose and just nowhere for Carlos Rodriguez to go. Remember, Carlos Rodriguez also enters Texas in a must-win situation, along with Ingrid Pollard and Michael Brown, because neither of them have a win this season. But then who turned Dylan Ebrahimian around? That is my next question. Someone turned the 76 around. Let's see. Let's go helicopter. Oh, they were like 4 wide back there. And, boy, I think Steiner got hooked by the 2. That's why the 76 got spun around. And then somebody spun Jessie R. Eric Sadler got a piece of it there. No, that was not the 33, you stupid game. Kiefer Quimby also got a piece of it, as my game won't stop being a drunken hyena. Who's that Jesse bounced off? I couldn't tell. Oh, that was Carmen Alejandro. Okay, that's who. Sorry about my game being a derping hyena. And then there's the contact for the 2, turned the 9 into the 76. And as I talked to, and yep, Eric Sadler did get a piece, so he's got some damage on that machine. Jacob Foster just creamed the heck out of the 2 of Callie Berg. Did some front-end damage on his Toyota. And Callie Berg is upside down, so I don't know if she'll be out of the race or not. But Jessie Art, this is not what she needs as far as confidence, because remember, Jessie Art needs to stay in the top 20 of the points in the Craftsman Truck Series to have her win count for a playoff berth, and this confidence is not going to help. And tough break for Callie Berg as the caution's out for the first time today. Let's get to the restart area at Phoenix. Going to go back to green on lap number 12 of 63 as we're still in the early stages of this race. Orman is the leader, Dave James second, Ellie Rose third, Cody Smart fourth, Mohammed Zain fifth, Evelyn Gray sixth, Matt Boyle seventh, Dylan James, Quentin Moore, Christian Williams, and Brian James. That is your top 11. Christian Williams is completing the top 20. Out of the race is Jacob Foster after the front-end damage he got on his Toyota, 35th in the points, not the finish he was hoping for. And Callie Burke is 2 laps down, so a tough break for Callie Burke as she will look to rebound in our next race. That will be in about... Let me actually look at that now that we're thinking about it. Oh, somebody spun. I heard skid marks. Somebody's been hit. As Callie Burke Was trying to line up on the inside. Green flag's out. Callie Burks is coming to pit road, or is she? Callie Burks has hit somebody. I don't know who it was she hit. It might have been Rodriguez. Yeah, Rodriguez has got damage to the car, or to the truck. Ah, no. No. Wow. That for sure should be investigated. I've never seen that coming to a restart, man. There's another driver who's also going to be in a must-win situation come Sunday. Ben Erickson, as he's making his only start of the year. Yeah, you see the skid marks there. We're going to have a look at a replay in just a minute. They did post a 2 for that incident, for causing it. And that was not a caution, which I'm kind of surprised the pace lights did not come back on the pace truck. So Carlos Rodriguez got damaged. He must have been hit by the 2 of Callie Burke. And Summit Oskin is out of the race. We're going to have to look at a replay to find out what the hell that was all about with the 2. Well, I can say this for Nathan Orman. Your driver got involved in an incident not of his own doing. And the 2's been held in the pits and is out of the race. Yeah, I think they have parked her. Yeah, Black Mesa truck officials have parked the 2 truck. Yep, she has been parked. And also, she's been asked to see the officials after the race. That's a tough break for Carlos Rodriguez. Through no fault of his own, yeah, there's some left side damage on the Luna Chevrolet. And I'm starting to wonder if the 2 had something to do of running into the 18. That was kind of one of the most dumbest incidents, if this is indeed the case. If we got a caution right now, we will jump back to the replay to see what happened and what caused the 18 to have all that damage and be out of contention. That's a tough break for Carlos Rodriguez. Came as race 10th in points. And remember, he's one of those drivers in the Craftsman Truck Series who is in a must-win situation. So this is not going to be good confidence booster for him going into Texas this upcoming weekend. By the way, to finish up our next race will be in 2 weeks. Let me actually look at the schedule here. I'm going to look at the schedule just so we are making sure I'm not screwing it up. Yep, our next race will be in 2 weeks. Which is Auto Club, because then after that we're heading to Chicagoland, then another break, and then these drivers will join the Craftsman Trucks and Busch at IRP. Let's see if he's up to speed or not. Yeah, there must be something wrong. I wonder if there's a piston that's gone bad, so... and I'm thinking, while these drivers are green, let's probably go ahead and jump back to look at a replay to see what exactly happened to the 18 truck. If trouble breaks out, we'll break in and all that. As Cody Smart currently is the leader, let's go ahead and jump back, look at a replay to find out what happened to Carlos Rodriguez, to figure out why he is off the pace, as we are not even close to the midway point of today's race. Well, I can tell you Callie Burke's going to have some explaining to do after this. Look at that. She's flying up here, and just rammed Carlos Rodriguez. Really, no reason. Also collected the 43 of Priya McShane. Also got Ben Erickson. But how that was not, how the lights didn't come back on, I don't know. That has to be one of the most stupidest incidents I've ever seen on this game. I mean, look at that. They're going 51 miles an hour. See, Carlos is going 50, and Callie Burke screaming up here like a bull in a china shop and just plowed poor Carlos Rodriguez for absolutely no reason. That was just complete stupidity on the 2 truck. So that would explain why the 2 truck got parked and is out of the race and why Carlos Rodriguez is off the lead lap. But that's a tough break for Carlos Rodriguez. I can tell you this. Carlos is going to be very angry at Callie Burke for that one. And so are the officials. And they wasted no time in asking her to meet them in the Black Mesa truck hauler after this race is over. So that's a tough break for Carlos Rodriguez, who was running 18th at the time of this incident, as we're going to head to the restart here, or get back to live action here at Phoenix. Well, I wonder what Skylar Taylor's going to do about that one, as we're back to live action here at the Phoenix International Raceway. You didn't miss much other than Cody Smart's leading the race. Looks like Mechanical Problems is the one that took Summit Oskin out of the race, so Callie Burke joins Jacob Foster back in the garage area along with Summit Oskin. Carlos Rodriguez going to really take a hit. Came in this race 10th in points. But he's still racing in 39th all by himself. 39 trucks still in the race. 38 now on the lead lap. Boy, I do not want to be in that hauler, the officials' hauler for that. I mean, Callie Burke really should have slowed down. But she was driving over 130 miles an hour trying to catch up, which I can understand that. But you need to slow down to a reasonable speed and just hit poor Carlos Rodriguez, who was minding his own business and, quite frankly, didn't deserve that. And now Carlos has got probably engine damage as a result of the 2. And also, you got to feel bad for Priya McShane and Ben Erickson. You know, Priya McShane, who's going to be racing in the Busch Series next season. I bet she's not going to be happy, and Ben Erickson's probably not going to be happy with Callie Burke, because Ben Erickson needs this momentum to help him try to get himself back in the top 30 in the points in the Winston Cup Series to have his win count for a playoff spot in the chase for the championship over there, and that's going to really affect his performance come Sunday. I hope it doesn't. Because otherwise, we're talking about Ben Erickson being in a must-win situation. Cody Smart is already in the playoffs because he's not going to fall out of the top 30 in points, barring anything stupid that happens between now and then. Matt Boyle running in second. Nathan Orman's running in third. I can bet you Nathan Orman under that helmet is absolutely livid about what just happened to his teammate Carlos Rodriguez. He's got to feel so sorry for Carlos Rodriguez, but he's got to be absolutely livid at Callie Burke for that, and I really don't blame him. Why the 2 didn't slow down to a reasonable speed is beyond me. Oh, and it's coming to a restart, may I add. But what I don't understand is why the yellow did not come back out for that. Because that was on the racing line. So Black Mesa truck officials have got some explaining to do why they did not wave off that restart when that incident happened. Oh boy, I do not want to be in that I do not want to be in that hauler for sure. I definitely agree. And also, I've been told that incident will be investigated after the race. I am not surprised they are going to have another look at that. Because we're just past the halfway point of that race. I want you guys to tell me in the comments section what on earth was that incident all about? Oh, and if we were using the Cody Smart terms, if we're still using the Cody Smart terms, in the words of Cody Smart, that was male abuse, by the way. In the words of Cody Smart, in his terms, but that's besides the point. There's Quentin Moore running in fifth. Evelyn Gray, Muhammad Zain, Dylan James, Michael Brown, and Santi Messi complete the top 10. Michael Brown will be back with the number 88 team. Of course, the problem for him, he's in a must-win situation, as they're also about to counter Carlos Rodriguez. Yeah, he's really down on power, so I wonder if that hit broke something in the piston area. There's M Steiner. She's going to be in the Truck Series coming up. Our birthday bash winner. Which she's probably happy to have that bragging rights. Just sucks that she's not having a good run today. Molly Laurel, Kiefer Quimby, Carmen Alejandro. I think Carmen Alejandro is going to be in the Busch Series. This lady right here is going to be back in the 99 next season, the Craftsman Truck Series. But Ingrid Pollard is entering Texas in a must-win situation. There's Mark Games. Gitteroth will see him in the Truck Series. Chloe Erickson will be in Busch competition. Futaba Sakura not having a good run. That's another driver who was running well in points. I haven't heard exactly, which, by the way, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know this now. If you guys want to make your plans for the Busch, Winston Cup, and Truck Series, do it in the Discord. But tell me what points are you going to be running for? As Chloe Erickson slowed down for some reason. Not sure what. Oh, that's why, because we had a wreck. Oh, who's on the wall? That's Brian James. Caution is out for sure. Yep, yellow lights are on, so that really helped Carlos Rodriguez fix some more damage on his machine. Drag race to the line, Cody Smart will lead that lap and beat the 98 back to the yellow. So our third caution of the race. Let's hope to God that the 18 doesn't do anything stupid. Otherwise, he's going to get probably a spanking from Orman. So Brian James has brought out this caution. I bet you these drivers are going to come to pit road because, yep, they're going to come to pit road. So while they're making pit stops, let's jump back and look at a replay to see what happened to the 42 of Brian James. All right, this is what happened to Brian James. Was on the inside of or was it Ellie Rose? It was Ellie Rose. Looks like his truck got a bit tight and didn't see Shane Lake until it was too late. And around goes the 42 truck. Almost got Maria Steiner in the 22. And he's going to gently tap the right rear quarter panel of his Nice Motorsports Chevrolet into the inside wall. So, didn't do a whole lot of damage, but that's a tough break. Was running 17th at the time of the incident. So, that's what brought out the second caution, or the third caution of the day, as that would also explain why Chloe Erickson slowed way down for some reason. It was because the yellow was out. So let's get to the restart here at Phoenix. As Carlos Rodriguez demonstrates to the class how to line up on the inside line the proper way and not do it the incorrect way. As he's right next to Cody, or going to be next to Cody Smart. We're going to go back to green on lap number 43 of 63. So Cody Smart, the leader. Matt Boyle, second. Nathan Orman, third. Dave James, fourth. Quentin Moore, fifth. Michael Brown, sixth. Dylan James, seventh. Ben Erickson, eighth. Santi Messi, ninth. And David Heller will complete the top 20. Nobody out of the race after this incident, but we're being told the 15 and the 19 are one lap down. So, not entirely sure, unless there was something to do with a pit road incident we didn't see. That's a tough break for a couple of drivers who are running well in points. In particular, the points leader, Christian Williams in the 19. He was the points leader coming into this race, believe it or not. Boy, he did not need this at all. This is really going to kill his championship, I can tell you that for sure. Yeah, Ellie Rose and Christian Williams really don't know what happened to those two. As Christian Williams just trying his best to get out of the way, or excuse me, Carlos Rodriguez trying to get out of his way, but there you go. Now you see, and now the 18 is going to be a great team owner to Nathan Orman and hold up the 81. Carlos Rodriguez being a great teammate to Ormy. Caution's out again. And it's Kiefer Quimby and maybe Brian James involved in this one. Our fourth caution of the day. Probably coming off of turn number 4, if you ask me. So, caution's out again. Let's jump back and look at a replay to see what in the world happened. All right, here's what happened to the 13 of Kiefer Quimby. Like he got a bit tight, and I think Chloe Erickson's truck got tight as well because she was trying to keep it off the 13, and when they came down, nowhere for Brian James to go. Second time Brian James has been involved in an incident. And those drivers went in the inside wall hard. Of course, Chloe Erickson not running for the championship because she's going to be in the Busch Series next season. Kiefer Quimby, this is not what he needed. And same with Brian James. Brian James 32nd in points. Kiefer Quimby 26th in the points. So not a good day for either of them. So we're going to head to the restart here at Phoenix. Going to get ready to head back to green. Now this time the 15 and 19 are lining up on the inside line. As Cody Smart still the race leader. Matt Boyle second. Third is Quentin Moore. Fourth is Michael Brown. Fifth, Ben Erickson. Sixth, Santi Messi. Seventh is David Hiller. Nathan Orman, Skylar Taylor, Dylan James will complete the top 10. First time we've seen Skylar Taylor inside the top 10 today. Nobody out of the race from that incident. So as I was getting ready to say before that caution came out, is that for those of you like Ormy, Cody, basically Sean and them, since they've already made their plans for next season, they're good to go. So they don't have that to worry about. But for the rest of you, as far as the, because there's not a lot of rides for Craftsman trucks. There's going to be more Busch rides open than there are Craftsman trucks as we're back to green here at Phoenix. So, because I got to get all of the development drivers' rights reserved first, then I will have actual signups. Date to be determined on the actual signups. And the caution is out again. Looks like Ellie Rose is going to get her lap back, and Christian Williams didn't. But Ellie Rose is back on the lead lap. I know that for certain. What brought out caution number 5? Daniel Gitteroth in trouble. Eric Sadler. Bora Park, who is having a good run. Derek Green is involved. Didn't realize he was involved. So caution number 5. Here at Phoenix, let's jump back, look at a replay, see what caused this yellow. First incident we've had off of turn number 2 today. All the incidents have been off of turn 4. It's like Green got into Shane Lake as he's going to come down into Eric Sadler. Dylan Ebrahimian did a good job missing it. So did, looks like Sakura, I think, might have gotten to Sophia Woodward. There's the shot for Daniel Gitteroth. Jesse Art in it again. Chloe Erickson just speared the Go Bowling Chevrolet. Mark Games got a piece of it. Look at Derek Green's truck. His truck went on top, went into the catch fence, and it landed upside down on his Ford F Series out of Thorsport. That might have been scary. There's Jessie Ard. She's had a rough day. Eric Sadler doesn't hit the machine, but he's got some more damage on the Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores Ford F Series. And a lot of damage to Daniel Gitteroth's machine. So the caution is out for the 5th time today. Let's get to the restart here at Phoenix. As we're going to head back to green, we're going to have 10 laps of racing to go. Bad news for Christian Williams. He's going to be trapped a lap down unless something happens to Cody Smart in the restart. Cody leads, Matt Boyle second, Quinton Moore third, Michael Brown fourth, Ben Erickson fifth, Carlos Rodriguez not on the lead lap, David Heller sixth, Skylar Taylor, Nathan Ormond, Santi Messi, and Mohammed Zain the top 10. Drivers out after this incident. They are Daniel Gitteroth and Derek Green. They join Samit Ozkin, Callie Burke, and Jacob Foster, all back behind the wall and out of the race. Want to remind everybody, this copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the World Racing Association for the private use of our audience. Any reproduction or rebroadcast or retransmitted or any other disseminations or the use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the World Racing Association is prohibited. World Racing Association, I want to thank you fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's Wreckfest of a race here at Phoenix as we're back to green with 10 to go. So I'll have all the signups and everything in the Discord, so now I'm going to just go ahead and say this. If you have a full-time ride in Winston Cup, do not sign up, because I will be doing some editing on the rules and all that. So just a FYI. Christian Williams trying to get back on the lead lap, as he's done so already. Makes it 34 drivers on the lead lap, 37 still in the race. Samit Ozkin is the only one of the 5 that's out of the race due to a mechanical failure as far as that's concerned. Cody Smart is looking like he's going to take the points lead going into our next race in 2 weeks at Auto Club. Because remember, next week it'll be Craftsman Trucks, Busch, Winston Cup at 2 different tracks. We'll have April for Busch and Winston Cup. Craftsman Trucks will be at Daytona. As far as the race weekend is concerned. Before that, as I'm actually going to go ahead and get to, because remember, we had the Red Bull GT Series race yesterday. That's what will cap off our race weekend. Next week, Red Bull GT Series will head to the Glen. We'll have Craftsman Trucks at Daytona, Busch, and Winston Cup as it's their regular season finale. Then the following week, we're heading to Talladega for Red Bull GT Series before their race at Talladega. We'll have these drivers racing at Auto Club. And then we start the playoffs for Trucks, Busch, and Winston Cup. Hope you'll join us for that. As Christian Williams just trying to get around. Oh, Cody Smart's going to run up high. Look at Michael Brown as he's coming to the inside. Cody Smart has led a good part of this race. Boy, where did Michael Brown come from? Look at the job the Menards Ford F-Series is doing. And he's going to get around Cody Smart just like that. Michael Brown has the race lead. What a textbook he just did. Get around the Lon John Silver's Ford F-Series as Cody nearly made contact. Now Cody Smart's in the middle of a Thor Sport sandwich. Oh, the racing is really good right now. Michael Brown trying to mash the throttle to hold off Cody Smart. He's done that. Michael Brown has taken the race lead. Remember, He needs a confidence booster going into Texas and Daytona next week because he's in a must-win situation. He's in a dire situation to win. Cody Smart trying to get his first win of the year. We're down to 3 to go here at Phoenix. Next caution will end the race under the yellow flag. What a race this has been. 2 to go here at Phoenix. Skylar Taylor's worked her way up to third. Here we come. White flag. One more lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. We had drivers pit. Drivers are pitting. They can't make it on fuel. Noguera couldn't make it. That's a shame for Tatiana Noguera. As long as Michael Brown has enough fuel, he's going to do it. Michael Brown off of turn 4 is going to win here today at Phoenix International Raceway. Michael Brown holds off a hard-charging Cody Smart. And he gets a love tap from the 22 for some apparent reason, but that's besides the point. And now, has this confidence booster for Michael Brown be all he needs to make sure he tries to get into the Craftsman Truck Series chase for the championship? Only time will tell. Cody Smart will get second. Skylar Taylor will get third. Cody will take the points lead, though. Michael Brown, the best of the rookies, by the way. And Michael Brown came into this race, if I can find him in the points, which I actually need to look it up. Michael Brown, 28th, so he dropped 11 spots. This is a well-needed result for him. Matt Boyle will come home in 4th. Matt came into this race. I'm going to look for Matt Boyle. 40th in the points. Dead last of the drivers who are running every race this season. A well-needed run for him. Evelyn Gray will get 5th. Evelyn came into this race 24th in the points, a well-needed run for her. Priya McShane in her return to the Truck Series gets 6th. Quentin Moore will get 7th. Q-Man 25th in the points. This will help him through the points leaving today. Mohammed Zain will get 8th. He was 11th in points. This will put him in the top 10 of the points. Ben Erickson, I hope this 9th place result means this will be good confidence booster for him going into the Winston Cup race on Sunday. So good run for him. And David Heller will complete the top 10. David came into this race 14th in the points. This might put him back in the top 10 in the points. And the honorable mention of Nathan Orman gets 11th. But still good result for Nathan Orman. A well-needed run, 34th in the points. Been really struggling, but with a lot of drivers ahead of him that had troubles today, this could help him climb up through the points table. A lot of drivers really had troubles today as you look on down. Sakura got 18th. Good run for her. Look on down through the remainder of the finishing results. A lot of these drivers ran out of fuel during the end of this race. We had 27 drivers finish on the lead lap. Carmen Alejandro was the last of them. Dylan Ebrahimian, all the way down to Eric Sadler, ran out of fuel as they really just had troubles. Carlos Rodriguez got that damage, never recovered, 36. He's going to drop through the points. Bora Park was the last truck to finish in 37. So 37 trucks finished the race. 27 of them were on the lead lap. And 5 drivers did not reach the conclusion of the race. Dino Gitteroff, Derek Green, due to that last caution they were a part of. Summit Oskin had an engine failure. Callie Berg, I really want to know what she was thinking and decided to ram into Carlos Rodriguez for whatever reason. Coming to the first restart of the day, and Jacob Foster was out of the race from that first yellow. So, yeah, I can tell you this. This is really throwing a shakeup in the points. I can guarantee you that. A lot of drivers who came in running well in points did not need these kind of finishes, but some drivers who are struggling in the points, good results for them. But hope you guys enjoyed today's 5 caution race here at Phoenix. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the World Racing Association crew today. We've shown your full finisher results. Your point standings are down in the description heading into our next race. That will be in 2 weeks at the beautiful Auto Club Speedway. Even though we don't race there anymore in real life, we're still racing it in the NR version. We got to finish up this race weekend. We are off to Texas. Hopefully, this driver can have a good result, which is Senor Sean, and hopefully this lady can get herself a good result at Texas. Hopefully, Michael Brown can get some confidence booster. Let's see, Ben Erickson. We hope this good result can get back in the top 30 in points. This gal needs to get herself into the conversation of being in a must-win situation. So we'll see how that will go during the course of this race. So we'll see you guys from Texas Motor Speedway. We'll have the Craftsman Truck Series race Friday, the Busch Series race on Saturday, and the Winston Cup race on Sunday. Until Texas, I'm D DeVos. Thank you for joining me and saying good night from Avondale, Arizona. You've been watching another broadcast of the World Racing Association, the greatest racing since 2013.